a service of CNC Worldwide.
CNC Podcasts are a service of CNC News made possible by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 member companies with business solutions since 1984. A Rochester man is dead, shot while sitting in his car on the northeast side. City police say 33-year-old Jorge King was stopped for a red light on Upper Falls Boulevard and Hudson Avenue on Thursday night. A car pulled up alongside. An unknown person or persons got out, walked up to King's car, and shot him. The suspects fled in their car. Then King drove a short distance along Upper Falls until he crashed into a fence at the corner of Thomas Street. He was taken to Rochester General Hospital and pronounced dead there late Thursday night. No arrests made so far. The man shot by a Monroe County Sheriff's deputy during what started as a shoplifting incident last month has been moved from guarded to satisfactory condition at Strong Memorial Hospital. 22-year-old Vincenzo Zagari was shot after first trying to hit the deputy with a hammer, then pulling what turned to be a pellet gun on her. Deputy Bridget Davis then fired and hit Zagari several times. He faces several charges relating to the incident. Wegmans is experimenting with drive-up grocery service at its Pittsford store. Spokeswoman Joe Natale says you can order online or use their smartphone app to enter a grocery list. When you drive up, store employees run the order out to your car. You pay by credit card on a mobile reader. There's a $10 surcharge on top of the grocery bill for using the service. If it proves to be popular enough, Wegmans may expand this idea to other stores. The Monroe County Health Department confirms an 8th grader at McQuaid Jesuit has been diagnosed with whooping cough, pertussis. The student has been taken out of school for treatment. The health department says there have been a couple cases of whooping cough in the country this week, but people should not be alarmed. A Naples man who was investigated for possibly kidnapping a young woman for sex trafficking has ended up pleading guilty to a charge of lying to the FBI. 20-year-old Brandon Todd admitted to making up the story he told to FBI agents. He's facing up to 5 years in prison when he is sentenced in the spring. Todd called the FBI last year and claimed to have information about sex trafficking. He claimed to be a gang member who had recruited 49 young women into a sex trafficking ring. The FBI's investigation found he'd made it up. That's a federal crime. State police say the hiker who fell to his death at Letchworth State Park during Wednesday's snowstorm was a 21-year-old North Tonawanda man. Stephen Bibziak slipped and fell some 400 feet into the Genesee River Gorge at Letchworth. He called 911 from his cell phone. His signal cut off. Dispatchers located him by pinging his phone's GPS. He was dead by the time a rescue party was able to get down to him. Police waited until Thursday to recover his body because of the severe winter weather. A 17-year-old charged in Rochester's first homicide of 2014 has been arraigned in Monroe County Court. Anthony Ortiz pleaded not guilty to second-degree murder and assault charges. He's accused of shooting Terrence Beatty to death at a party early on New Year's Day. Another man was shot and wounded. And State Assembly Majority Leader Joe Morelli wants Empire State Development to investigate whether Medley Center is still eligible to be designated an Empire Zone. Morelli, who represents Arundecoit in the Assembly, sent a letter to ESD President Kenneth Adams calling for the investigation. Medley Center is owned by Burson Properties and developer Scott Conjal, who's tried unsuccessfully for years to redevelop the dying mall. The mall in Arundecoit has gotten millions of dollars worth of property tax credits from the state through the former Empire Zone program. Conjal responded with a statement saying that Morelli has politicized the situation while he is still working with local officials to try to resolve his problems. The town of Arundecoit warned Conjal and Burson earlier this week that they need to pay nearly $4 million due to the town, to Monroe County, and to the East Rochester School District under their pilot, their payments in lieu of taxes deal. Otherwise, Arundecoit says it will move to have the county's Industrial Development Agency, COMITA, cancel the mall's local tax abatement deal. We'll keep an eye on this particular failure to launch. Your next news podcast is whenever you click on a CNC page and catch it, and we update as necessary all through the day. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.